Dementia is an illness that affects over 800,000 people in the UK alone. With an estimated 64,000 of those under the age of 65, early onset dementia is a growing issue. I'm off to Oxford to visit Liz, a woman who was diagnosed with early onset dementia at the age of just 56.
How all come about was Liz was sent to the eye hospital, you know, at the eye hospital for about 18 months, and they thought there was something wrong with her eyesight, and they decided they were going to do an operation on her eyes, and we were actually up there, and Liz was in the bed prepped for the operation, and some people come down in suits and stopped the operation and sent her to the neurological place. And that's when we found out she had they call PCA, which is a form of dementia.
How did life change for you as soon as you...
Well, it was a very big shock because we had all sorts of plans. We used to tour around quite a lot and go abroad quite a lot of holidays, and we had plans to do this and that. So all our plans basically went out the window.
Liz's husband Pat looks after her and has become her living carer. Having quit his job, he now spends most of his time looking after her.
Do you feel that your role as a husband has changed since the diagnosis?
It has, because the shock to the system was I used to work and I took early retirement, and my wife, she used to do everything. She used to pay all the bills,
Liz.
do all the bills, pay all everything, and I never had anything to do with it. So I had to retrain myself to do all this sort of thing, and plus now I basically do everything. I do the shop and the cook, and Liz basically can't do anything at all. You know, so yeah.
I started working for Young Dementia UK at the beginning of 2015, and we were matched up, weren't we? I think it might have been February that year. And yes.
And it was perfect, but you know, I was wary of you because obviously.
Liz has PCA, a form of Alzheimer's that affects her vision. Though Liz's memory is affected by PCA, her vision has been damaged most.
So what is PCA as a form of dementia, just for people that don't know?
It is a form of Alzheimer's disease, but it's posterior cortical atrophy. So as the name suggests, it actually starts at an area in the back of the brain. And therefore what it affects first is the processing of your eyesight. So it's not the same as having damage to your eyes, it's damage to the part of the brain that understands what's coming in through the eye. And it's a bit like a badly tuned television, isn't it? It just gives you rather scrambled pictures.
That's a good way of thinking of that. I never thought that.
It just came to me. Genius.
Yeah.
So what special things do you two do together, and how does that help you and Liz?
Well, we meet every week. Usually we go to parks and woods and the river.
The river, we love that.
We do love the river.
Yeah, because we've got a lovely one round we call it where the girls,
The ducks.
the girls are the ducks, and they're so blooming.
Ducky.
Oh no, they're so gobby, you know. And they're lovely.
But we're lucky, there are lots and lots of different nice parks that we visit.
Going on walks and getting out of the house benefits both Liz and Pat, as Liz is able to get out and spend time with support worker Liz, and Pat gets some time to take care of other things in and around the house, something he doesn't get to do while he cares for Liz.
But you see quite extraordinary things now.
I do.
You see colours that are your own interpretations of what we're seeing. So when we're walking in the woods, you'll see purples, and when the primroses are out, you see the primroses.
And when the things are really that you don't like me going to, they're gorgeous. What are they?
Brambles.
Brambles. Have you ever? Do you know what brambles are?
Yeah.
Oh, they can take your face off. They really.
Only if you lean forward and give it a
Yeah,
good
but
rub.
you see, because the colours, I always went for it, and Pat and Liz is back.
They are very thorny.
Yeah.
But for you, they are the most beautiful colours, aren't they? Because it's a mixture of purple and
Yeah.
green.
It's
And
like,
you always spot them.
yeah.
Going to different support groups is a huge relief for both Liz and Pat, as they are able to spend time with others who are dealing with dementia and their support workers. These support groups, run by Young Dementia UK, put on different functions at Christmas and throughout the year.
Well, I have a loft of friends in the daybreak, and they're all completely different.
Yes.
In their ways, you know.
Is everyone at Daybreak, do they have young onset dementia, or is it a mix?
The group that you go to on Mondays is for people with early onset dementia, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you have early onset dementia, you're more likely to get one of the rarer forms. So there are a couple of you there with PCA, aren't there? You and Andy, when he used to go.
Yeah, my friend Andy.
And sometimes you get a form of dementia that will affect the front of the brain.
Andy is my friend, and me and Andy and me, we decided to go down into the
To Daybreak.
to Daybreak, but we were put into a really old place. And Andy said to me, "It's too old."
Yes. So they started a new group for you, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They did. And like when we went to the when we went to the place where you have is it good or no? Do you know what I mean? Oh God.
You're getting tired, aren't you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
With Liz's diagnosis, it's clear to see that sometimes she does struggle with finding the right words to say, but support from Pat and Liz usually helps her get back on track.
All the way I've been on this journey, everything that's been told to me has been true. So I wasn't too worried. Do you know what I mean? I think that's why I'm quite good now, because I'm not scary for anything.
I think you're a person with a very positive outlook on life anyway.
Yeah.
And that's really helped you.
Yeah.
I suppose with the diagnosis with so young, because I assume people
Well,
assume dementia as an older kind of, you do get that with age, but
Yeah.
it's not true.
No.
You don't expect it in your 50s.
No.
Have you seen any kind of major changes in Liz since you started work together? Have you seen any?
It's part of the job that sadly you do see changes, and they're never going to be improvements, are they?
No, it's never going to get better. Like my walk, my I'm slow at the thing, I would have been able to be talking. The talking is very bad now.
You were very fluent when we first met.
Yeah.
And it has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your eyesight has changed a bit. But your eyesight when we first met wasn't brilliant anyway.
Well, no.
And it's still quite interesting, your eyesight.
Yeah.
So with all the support you have, do you feel like life is still there is still very much a massive quality? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I must admit, nothing's much changed as such in that, because me and Liz always been together, and we always, wherever we went away, we always went away together. All that sort of stuff. So, and like I say, I treat her not a lot different than I used to, because I think it makes her feel better that I treat her as normal. Sometimes she'll have an off day, and when she has an off day,
And then you do as well.
she won't even speak to me. She'll just listen to the music because she loves music.
Yeah, I just go into the other room.
And which is good.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple of 3 hours later, she's back to her old stuff again.
For Liz and Pat, it's not been easy with Liz's diagnosis. Having dementia that has severely affected her vision has thrown some tough obstacles their way, but with Liz's positive outlook on life, it's clear to see that she still lives well. With the support of Young Dementia UK, Liz is able to get out and enjoy life.